Okay, no worries. So we have Vishal from Tenerife, I guess.
Do we need to
Jharna,
write where we are from? You find
no,
it easier?
is okay. Is okay for this time. For this time. So I'll revise the previous session also and contribute something for the new one. So let me start with the invoking prayers from the Lord, and in the meantime, you can close your eyes and just meditate on Krishna, because that's how we gain spiritual knowledge with the blessings of Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, welcome all of you once again. And there are some new devotees joining us for this class today. We'll summarize the previous and we'll take it forward. Today, we'll be covering again the part which we left the last time, the entire evolution of Gita, how Gita is progressing from each chapter by chapter, and the context and the content, and thereafter the progressively uh, 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 evolution of Gita in that sense. So let me share the slides with you, my screen, which will take few seconds. Oh, okay, I hope you can see my screen now. Hmm. Let me know if you can see the slides. Say yes when you can see the slides, right? Can you see
Yeah,
now?
it is. Yeah.
Good. Say yes. So I get to know. So um, let me
Yes.
have a quiz first before. Yeah, let me have a quiz first. Uh, how old the Gita is? Mm, just a minute. I should not. I should not have this before only. I should have taken the quiz first. Hmm. How old the Gita is? Let me see your
5,000 years.
general knowledge. Gita, 5,000 years. Gita IQ. Again, how many chapters we have in Gita?
18.
18.
18 chapter. How many verses? How many verses?
700.
700.
How many verses we have in Gita? 700 verses. Okay. Gita was spoken in which yuga? So we have how many yugas we have, by the way, if you know? Dwapar Yuga. And what are the other yugas? Kal Yuga is the age we are living in. Treta and Satyuga. Okay. When Krishna appeared on the earth, how long Krishna did stay on the earth? What was his age when he departed?
107.
No, close, but no.
108.
25
Krishna,
years, Prabhuji. Sawa
no.
Sausal.
Yeah, 125 years. When Krishna was on the earth, he appeared, he remained on the earth for 125 years with his physical. His Lord has spiritual body, but he was physically seen by the people. When Lord was there. So Gita was spoken in the Dwapar Yuga, just at the end of the Dwapar Yuga. And this age where we are living, it's called Kal Yuga. And we have already passed about 5,000 years of the Kal Yuga. The total lifespan of the Kal Yuga is 4,32,000. That's a total lifespan. So now we are yet to live 4,27,000 because 5,000 years we have passed. So Kali Yuga is just initiating, it's just started, the period of Kali Yuga. And there are two prominent features of the Kali Yuga. It's called the age of hypocrisy and quarrel. Two things. So people fight and people pretend to be something else. That's the nature of the Kali Yuga, right? And that effect is visibly seen everywhere. So now let me share the screen and summarize. Okay, what are the three yogas in the Bhagavad Gita? Anybody can recall? 3 yogas.
Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does karma yoga mean in one sentence?
Action.
Yoga in action, or it is called Krishna is telling how to live in this world. That's karma yoga, how you should live in this world. Second, Krishna talks about the first 6 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, first to 6 chapter, they are entitled as karma yoga, in which Krishna is emphasizing on how to live, basically. And we'll discuss more into details today. Second thing, the 7 to 12 chapter is called Bhakti Yoga, where Krishna is teaching us how to love in this world. There are different kind of love, physical love, emotional love. Sometimes we are emotionally connected, and spiritual love. That love which is reposed in Krishna, that's a spiritual love. And third thing Krishna talks about from chapters 13 to 18. First 6 chapter, Karan Yoga. Middle 6 chapter is Bhakti Yoga, how to love. One who loves God, he loves everyone. So we have this tendency to be loved and to love others because of as being a part of the Krishna or soul. Third thing Krishna talks about 13 to 18 chapter is how to let go. How to let go the things. Don't take things seriously. There's a higher purpose always. So Bhagavad Gita starts with the inquiry from Dhritarashtra. He's inquiring from Sanjaya that because he was blind by nature, and he had Sanjaya by his side, who could envision what is going on in the battlefield. So he had 2 queries: what they are doing and what event is going. So he had precisely queries about people and event. So we discussed last time. Small mind discussed about the people. Average mind discusses the event, and the great mind discusses the wisdom or the insight. So that's how the Bhagavad Gita is started, is initiated with this query and doubt. So let us discuss the knowledge and wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So this is the history, 5,000 years old. Hope you can see the slides. 700 verses, 18 chapters, 5 topics. Perhaps could you remember 5 topics that we discussed last time of Bhagavad Gita?
Sure, yeah, I can tell you. Jai Shri Krishna.
Yeah, please. Just summarize what are the 5 content of the Gita. Gita talks about only 5 things, and Krishna says in the Gita, if you know these 5 things, nothing remains further to be known in this world. You know everything of this world. So 5 topics of Gita, just for your recapitulation.
Number 1 is the science of soul, which is the
Okay,
spirit
good.
of matter. Number 2 is the nature around us. The nature, basically, one is around us. The second part is our inside. How much are we satisfied physically and emotionally? Number 3 is our karmas, which changes our destiny.
Correct.
Number 4 is the time, which is Lord Krishna himself. And number 5 is the ultimate reality, that is activities of the living entities.
I need to correct the last one. So there are 5 topics. The God has been described. We say Bhagavad Gita. Gita means what? Song. When Lord speaks, he doesn't speak, he sings. That's the nature of Lord's nature. In spiritual world where Krishna lives, there are some features of the people who are living. When they speak, it is as if they are singing. The water is nectar. When they drink water, it is nectar. And third thing, when they walk, it is as if they're dancing. And Brahma describes in Brahma Samhita the features of the people, the characteristics of the people in spiritual world. This is called material world. And those devotees who live with Krishna, when they walk, as if they are dancing, when they speak, as if they are singing. So Bhagavad Gita means the song of the Lord. That's the main meaning of the Bhagavad Gita, the song of the Lord. So there are 5 topics. I'll summarize quickly. Krishna talks about God, Ishvara. That's the first thing. I mean, you can say whatever, first to last, but that's one of the topic. Krishna talks about Ishvara. Krishna talks about Prakriti, which has 2 parts, obviously. The Prakriti means creations around us, and internal Prakriti. What is my nature? What is my authentic self? We have so many covering mask, facade. So what is my authentic true self? So one of the philosophy mentioned The most difficult thing in this world is to know oneself. So to know oneself, what is my nature? What kind of work will satisfy me? People have different tendency, inclination, or disposition for different works. They have bent on some taste of work. Some people like working for say engineering. Some people choose a business, commercial things. Some people are into artistic things. So people have different natures. So finding those natures. So God, which is Ishwar. Second is Prakriti, which again creation, external creation, and internal nature. Third thing, Krishna talks about soul, Atma, who we are, the authentic self we have. And then Krishna talks about time. Everything is happening under the supervision or jurisdiction of time. The time is Krishna himself, Kalosmi. The fourth thing is time, and last thing is karmas. Out of these five things, four things cannot be changed. You cannot change God. You cannot change Atma. You cannot change Prakriti. You cannot change time. The only thing we can change is karmas, our endeavors, our efforts, our attempts, or our actions. So 5,000 years old, 700 verses, 18 chapter, 5 topics, 3 yogas, bhakti, gyan, and karma yoga, with single goal. The Bhagavad Gita is spoken to make you think, to give you purpose, to give you meaning in your life. How to live life, how to love, and how to let go. So let us hear the wisdom of Krishna. My spiritual master used to say, when one reads or one hears Bhagavad Gita, Krishna becomes very pleased because Krishna thinks like this. This person is trying to know about me. Let me give him all wisdom, intelligence, so that he can come closer to me. That's Krishna's intention. We may have Gita at home for years, but sometimes it's an unfortunate condition. We don't read. And sometimes it is also duty of the religious teacher to present the Gita in an appealing manner so that people can, it makes people to think and can relate to it with its practical application in modern life. Okay. So first thing in Gita, that's the first chapter. How does Gita start with? So Arjuna was a competent man. He was a winner in all the time. He had no doubt that he will not win the battle. He will win the kingdom. But he had this doubt, even if he wins the kingdom, he will not be happy. So can somebody read both the slides in the yellow one and the slides and the white portion, both the statement? We need a volunteer. The left portion is spoken by Arjuna, and it is spoken by the modern authors. So some modern statement we have taken. Somebody a volunteer?
Yeah.
Let us read the white one first, then the yellow.
I think everybody should get rich and famous and do everything they ever demand
Dreamed.
dreamed of, so they can see that it's not the answer.
So this is the first point that Krishna is nailing at. Could you read the yellow one also? That's stated by Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 8th verse.
I can find no means to drive away this grief which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it even if I win a purpose. Unrevealed kingdom on earth without sovereigning, like the
Demigods in heaven.
demigod.
Let me repeat it again. I can find no means to drive away this grief, which is drying up my senses. I will not be able to dispel it, even if I win a prosperous, unrivaled kingdom on earth with sovereignty like the demigods in heaven. So Arjuna was convinced, no matter this material resources, material wealth, kingdom, wealth of this world cannot make me happy. So this is how the Gita started, and he was confused. So at first he was confused. He had this dilemma: neither gaining the kingdom will make him happy, or nor giving up the kingdom will make him happy. Both the extremes. So Krishna says happiness has nothing to do with the kingdom. Actually, It is not to be gained something from outside. Rather, you're made with happiness. So that's how Krishna gives a hint here. When we use the resources, engage the resources appropriately, that gives us the happiness. So happiness doesn't lie with the resources. So I think everybody should get rich, famous, and do everything they have dreamt of, so that they can see that it is not the answer. So the first thing, money cannot make you happy. The wealth cannot buy you happiness. So let us go forward. That's the first chapter. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What does it talk about? It talks about the authentic self, who we are, rediscovering identity. Somebody can read other than Hiten?
Can I?
Yeah, anybody.
Okay. Rediscovering identity. To be yourself in a world constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. And the answer?
Sometimes we have, the yellow one also, please.
Those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, the material body, there is no endurance, and of the eternal, the soul, there is no change.
Sometimes we have our goals, and our achieving those goals, we later find out we are not happy because they were somebody else's goals, not your goals. Many times, this is called proving persona. We are living a life just to prove to others, no? Is it? So yeah, what others think of me, I should be doing, not what I should be doing for myself. So the Bhagavad Gita uncover that part of who you are, what is your real identity, what you are supposed to do in this world based on your real identity. I mentioned the other day also, the most difficult thing in this world is to know oneself, isn't it? Who am I? What is my nature? I do weird things. How do I think? What is my nature? So Krishna uncovers that real identity. So we have this, we make this analysis, who's in the class, who's doing what, wherever you meet people, we have analysis. So Krishna makes this analysis, and Krishna tells us in the Gita to make this analysis in your life, who you are and who you are not. So that analysis Krishna talks about is how you are different from the matter. You are not this body, you are somebody else. So we'll discuss when we'll come to this chapter. Again, this is just an introduction. In the second chapter of the Gita, we'll discover what is our authentic self. We must know what the Gita is about and how we can relate to it. How we are living someone else's life, someone else's dream, not my own dream. So that we'll discover the authentic self. Third thing, chapter 3 to 5 is repositioning lifestyle. Somebody else can read this?
Yeah. Chapter repositioning lifestyle. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. Repositioning lifestyle. A burning passion coupled with absolute detachment is the key to all success. Mahatma Gandhi.
A burning passion. One should be fully responsible. One should have a fire to do things, but coupled with absolute detachment. This is called art of work in this world. So when Krishna describes our identity, our authentic self, now there are two things. Okay, I'm not this body, I'm a spiritual being. See, very, very important, the idea of Bhagavad Gita, which makes the foundation of Gita, that we are spiritual beings and are having humanly experiences. It's not vice versa, that we are human beings and having spiritual experiences. Getting a point? So Krishna talks about this. We are spiritual being, we are soul, but the soul is having humanly experiences. But the general misconception of people in general is they think we are human beings, we are this body, and we are having some spiritual experiences. Okay, there's a talk on Gita. For us, the spirituality is okay, attending Sunday program for half an hour or maybe visiting temple. That's what the spirituality is. That's what the spiritual experience is. But no, Krishna talks about integrate your material identity, your material life with spiritual life. And how you can integrate, how you can reposition yourself, that is being spoken in this verse. Therefore, without being attached to the fruits of activities, one should act as a matter of duty. So we'll understand the concept of matter, the duty and the attachment. What has to be done as a duty and where you should be attached to. So attachment should be there for the Lord, and the works in the ordinary works that you perform in the world is to be performed as a matter of duty. So that will be the idea of this 3rd to 5th chapter, the art of doing the work. So one should act as a matter of duty, for by working without attachment, one attains the supreme. How you can attain the supreme? By repositioning yourself, by integrating your material life and spiritual identity. So we are spiritual being having spiritual experiences. That's a complete thing. So spiritual life is not just for 2 hours or 4 hours just on Sunday. It has to be by nature. It has to be your lifestyle. That's spiritual identity. Now, so in order to do that, when you're integrating your spiritual life and your material spiritual identity and material life, then the biggest obstacle or the hindrance is the mind. This is how Krishna talks about the mind. Can somebody read this?
I can.
Yeah, please, you go ahead.
Remolding the mind. All problems are illusions of the mind. Eckhart Tolle. For him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy.
This what is directly spoken by Krishna. Someone who has made the mind. He knows the nature of the mind. After Krishna instructed Arjuna about the meditation and sitting in a solitary place, go to jungle, half close your eyes so that you don't fall asleep or you don't get distracted, sit on a deer skin. After hearing all this, Arjuna was very perplexed, confused. He says, mind is too restless. In any spiritual discourse that we take, the first people they express their expectation from the speaker, from us, is we have no control over mind. We are angry. We have no self-control. I don't know, weird thing happened through us. We have no control. So Krishna talks about how to remold your mind. So first instruction Krishna gives, don't identify with the mind, rather identify the mind. First Krishna talks about you are not this body, and in the 6th chapter Krishna talks about you are not this mind also. Distance yourself from the mind, disconnect yourself from the mind. Just watch your mind, what the mind is saying. Mind may propose something, but it cannot impose you. If mind is imposing you and you're following it, it means you're the slave of the mind. So this is what Krishna says. Spiritual intelligence has to be sharpened in order to control the mind. For him who has conquered the mind is the best friend. It's up to us whether. So mind is neither enemy, neither friend. I mean, it's up to how you deal with the mind. So all problems can be solved if you understand how does mind work. So we'll understand the mechanism of the mind, how mind is a storehouse of all information, thoughts, and unfulfilled desires, how mind has this thinking, willing, and feeling propensities. So this will be discussed in details in the chapter 6. And we'll try to make friends with the mind. We have to befriend the mind, not make the enemy. So next, somebody else can read. I hope you can read this, see this. Am I clear? Anybody else? Or you can repeat again. Somebody who has read already.
If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, I will accept it.
The chance to love and be loved exists no matter where you are. That's the very nature. We want love. We want to love somebody and we want to be loved by somebody. That's the very nature of the soul. This is what precisely the soul is. It's not coming from the dead matter of the bodies, which has all chemicals, blood, mucus, whatever elements. We want to be loved and we want to love others. That is the awakening of the divine love. So it's not just that only the mind has to be controlled, make it peaceful. No, that's a basic thing for the mind. But mind needs enchantment, attraction, absorption, so that love. So that is to be gained. Which Krishna talks about from chapter 7 to 9. Chapter 1 is redefining success. Material wealth is not success. Chapter 2 is rediscover your authentic self. Chapter 3 to 5 is what? Any guess? If you return, repositioning your lifestyle. Chapter 6 is remolding your mind. Chapter 7 to 9 is reawakening divine love. There are different kinds of love we talked about. Physical love, which is not love, but so-called love, which is actually a lust. Krishna talks about lust as well. And then is emotional love. Sometimes we are emotionally connected with people. And the third thing Krishna talks about, spiritual love, the love which is reposed in Krishna. Love is actually meant for Krishna, actually. So if one offers me with love and devotion, I'll leave. Krishna is for the poor, for wealthy, everyone. Krishna doesn't want your material possessions. He offers things with love, whatever, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, of a water. That's what Krishna needs. And Krishna says, I will accept it. That's a 9th chapter. Now, can somebody read this? Chapter number 10 to 11, the essence. Yes,
Sure.
I can't see on the screen. Anybody who raises hand or who speaks first is your mic.
Reconnecting with the Supreme. God is like oxygen. You can't see him, but you can't live without him.
The yellow one also?
Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor.
So Krishna is saying everything, all the opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations coming from me. It's just a spark of my splendor. So reconnecting with the Supreme. How can you revive your love for God when you reconnect? Reconnect means there's already a connection. Somehow or other we have forgotten that connection. So that connection has to be revived, reconnected. And Krishna says in 2nd chapter also the same thing, because 2nd chapter is a summarization of all the chapters also. Anasya buddhi ayuktasya nacha ayuktasya bhavana nacha bhavyata shanti ashantasya kutha sukam. Krishna says, one who's not connected with me cannot have steady mind or nor spiritual intelligence, and without which there cannot be peace and happiness. So connecting with the Supreme Lord. And God is like oxygen. We can't live without him. Now, chapter number 13 to 17. What does somebody can read it?
I can read it, sure. Jai Shri Krishna.
Mhm.
Successful people are simply those with successful habits. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness, passion conditions one to fruitive action, and ignorance, covering one's knowledge, binds one to madness.
So here in the chapters 13 to 17, Krishna talks about how different energies, reconfiguring our energy, means adjusting to energies. So we are always surrounded by one of the energy, whether it's satoguna, goodness, passion, or ignorance, which is tamoguna actually. So goodness means satoguna, passion means tamoguna, and tamoguna is ignorance. Okay, rajoguna is passion. So how we are conditioned to think in a particular way. What is our nature? That is, Krishna is talking about the internal nature, and based on our action, based on our thoughts, we have action. Action makes our habits, and habits makes our destiny. That Krishna talks about in the chapter 13 to 17. How we are controlled by the modes of nature, rajoguna, passion, goodness, and ignorance, and how to overcome that. How we can adjust ourselves to the energy, and how we can be in goodness. So successful people are those with successful, how to develop habits in goodness. We can do parenting in goodness in 3 guna. We can do parenting in passion also. We can do parenting in ignorance also. We can study in ignorance. We can study in passion. We can study in goodness. So this is what Krishna talks about. How the things can be done both in goodness or in passion or in ignorance. So how to reconfigure, how to rearrange yourself with the energy that you are in. So one may be more passionate. So how to adjust, how you can configure the energy that you contact. And then the last thing is the 18th chapter is re-entering life. Somebody can read and just summarize.
Can I read?
Please, please.
Jai Shri Krishna. Re-entering life. I slept and dreamed that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. My dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusions is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now free and free from doubt and am prepared to act according to your instruction. Jai Shri Krishna.
So this is re-entering the life. Now you're prepared with all the content, with all the knowledge, wisdom inside of the world. Now you enter the world with that wisdom. And what will happen to you? You will say, when you have that wisdom, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. The knowledge is meant to dispel your illusion. I've gained my memory by your mercy. You will gain your memory of Krishna, connection with Krishna. I'm now firm and free from doubts. There'll be no more doubts. That's the end of the Bhagavad Gita. No more doubts, anything about the material world. No, it is said that clarity is power. You'll have that clarity of the world, what the world is. And now I'm prepared to act according to your instruction. This is Bhagavad Gita is meant to give you that last thing. You're prepared to act according to instruction of Gita. And you do everything of this world as a service to Krishna, and that service give you the joy. So this will be our part of discussion in the next coming weeks. Hope I could just in a nutshell, in a synopsis, in a concise way, we could just share with you the content of the Gita. And how was it? What's your experience? So any thoughts on that? So now when you see this Bhagavad, this progressive stages of Bhagavad Gita, and how can you relate with your life? So what was your general understanding? What Bhagavad Gita would be before this, prior to this session, would be about? What would be there in the Bhagavad Gita? People think in general. Nobody. People think, okay, it will be Janam, Mrityu, maybe some Maya will be described. Something Moha Maya will be described, some attachment will be described, how to give up this material world will be described. Detachment maybe, Vairagya must be described, renunciation must be described. So Bhagavad Gita is very interesting. So Jaya, you would like to contribute, say. Yeah, please.
Yeah, before the Bhagavad Gita was introduced to us, it was like, who would read Sanskrit, who would know to read? That was the first thing.
Good. So general conception of people is Bhagavad Gita is like, for the old people. It's not for the old people. It tells you how to live. And somebody is reading, and people think we'll read Gita at the age of 70, when the life is almost gone. So they've missed the point. Gita tells you how to live the life, how to be a happy one in this, and how to contribute in the happiness of others. So hopefully we'll discover this in the classes ahead. And from tomorrow, not the next Sunday class, we'll take the first chapter, redefining success. So these are the topics. Hopefully, in next 12 to 15 classes, we'll cover the overview of the Gita. Though we have taken for the 18 classes, but still, I think in 12 to 15 classes, we must cover everything. Depending on your questions and curiosity, you have some comments, questions, interaction that may prolong it for time being, but I think 12 to 15 are the appropriate time to finish the entire thing. Okay, wish you all the best. Any question, any comment? Chandni, yes, please.
If I wanted to read the simplest form of Bhagavad Gita to understand briefly what it means, would you suggest something?
Simplest form. I think we are going by the simplest form only. I've tried to simplify it as best I could.
I get that, but the thing is, if I wanted to read, to have an outline, very simple, simplest way of doing it, is there a text? Is there something?
Yeah,
that you would suggest?
I'll send you. Yeah, I'll send the book to you. I'll refer to you.
Well, thank you.
On personal note, right? On personal note.
Yeah.
Okay, Anju Mataji, thank you for your presence today. And thank to all the devotees here for your precious time and energies for putting energy for Krishna, understanding Gita. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. We'll meet for the next Sunday.